Peace. Peace, and prosperity to everyone, to each of you who are listening, who are tuning in, who are stopping by. Happy full moon today. We'll have a full moon. I think it's also a partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. Now, please be advised, I am not an astrologer. However, I am so into it, so loving every moment of free time that I get to read something, watch a YouTube video on astrology, catch a weekly report, etc., etc. I'm slowly gaining some information and wisdom and knowledge here and there, and it's so insightful. If you're slightly interested at all in astrology or the tarot cards, the tarot, whatever or however you pronounce it, I'm excited for you as I am myself. The society that we live in has purposely taught us and made us believe that the very things that we should be informed about, aware of, and educated on, we've been taught that they're evil, that they are bad for us, or that there's some type of deception, or that God, quote unquote God, has a problem with the planets and the stars and the heavens. Okay, so clearly we're not really believing the scriptures that we should be, because the scripture clearly indicates many things about the heavens. The Bible is so full of astrology. I don't even know the half. I don't even know a quarter of it, but it's there. It resonates within my spirit, within my being. There are some things that you know because you learned them. There are things that you learn through experience. There are things that we learn from each other. However, there is also another way to know or to learn or to become aware of a thing, of a fact, of a truth. And that comes from looking within, being quiet, getting quiet, looking within yourself. Of course, this comes after you learn how to trust yourself, after you learn how to love yourself. This comes after you learn to be happy with yourself, to be content with yourself, to be alone and not be lonely, to know yourself. There are levels to everything, okay? So you can have an inner knowing about a thing, whether you're evolved or conscious or love yourself or not. We all have levels of intuition and discernment that are freely given to each of us. We just don't trust it because we don't use it, because we don't exercise that gift or that tool or that muscle, if you will. We don't utilize it enough. So I encourage you, if you're listening, if you're dropping by, I want to urge you to start spending more quiet time listening to yourself, to your thoughts, observing them, consciously observing your thoughts. That's the beginning of learning to master your thought, is you sit and you observe them. You watch them come and go. Thought after thought, question after question. You watch them come and you watch them go, and you observe them. Maybe write them down and begin to look at them and begin to ask yourself what those thoughts mean. Are they your thoughts? Do you identify with them? Okay, I'm off on a rabbit trail. Hey, that's the whole purpose of having this tool at my disposal. Sometimes I'll jump on here with a plan, with a layout, with an outline, with a topic. And sometimes I just will jump on and just speak and just flow. You know, so many of us, we have good intentions, you know. We want to help each other be better, be free, be safe. We want to assist each other somehow, some way, through something that we may say or something that we may do. Each of us are taking it moment by moment, day by day. You know, walking this tightrope. Walking the tightrope. Listen, I know how it is to have challenges. I am no stranger to life's challenges. In fact, they have almost been a constant. And I'm not complaining. Honestly, life is such an adventure, and I'm so grateful to be at a place where I can appreciate it for what it is and accept what is and release and let go of the fight. You know, we have to know when to push, when to pull, and when to flow. You know, it's different for each individual. Some of us are collectively on the same frequency and wavelength. Let's just not judge one another. Let's not judge one another. That's something I'm constantly conscious of. Don't judge. You know, but we all have a certain level of discernment and intuition. We need that in order to make decisions about life. Which, do you go left? Do you go right? Do you stand still? Do you proceed and move forward? You have to use information, your intuition, maybe advice from others. You have to find the perfect combination of those ingredients, you know. But please, my prayer to the universe, I remind myself often, don't judge. You never know what someone is going through. Try to always be overstanding and understand. You know, let's give each other grace. Let's love each other. Let's support each other as best we can. But first and foremost, support yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Know yourself. Take time for you. Yes, everybody's busy. Yes, we have things to do. We have jobs to work. We have bills to pay. You know, but you have to take a moment to step away from the game. Okay? Step outside of the matrix. See it for what it is. And understand and know that not only are you living this life, but you're also witnessing. You are the witness. You are the watcher. You are the one who sees, who listens, who observes. That is also you. That is your higher self. That is your God self. I urge you, I welcome you, I plead with you, I beg of you, take a little bit more time as the watcher, as the one who watches. Remove yourself from the experience and witness it. Observe. Outside of your feelings, outside of your fears, outside of your agenda, your to-do list, outside of those things that you're worrying about, that you shouldn't be worrying about. Step outside of all of that. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And just watch. Just listen. Just observe. Don't allow yourself to be moved by anything that you see. You are also that. That is where you find and you gain access to your higher self. That part of you that's always been with you through everything, through all the ups and downs, all the victories, all the failures, all the disappointments, all the joys. That part of you has always been there. Spend more time there, from that level of awareness, from that level of consciousness. That is a tool, a very powerful tool that has been given to each of us. And the system, the man, whoever, whatever you want to call it, the powers that be, the government, the system, whatever, however you label it, has done, this system, this matrix has worked effortlessly to keep you and I from tapping into that place, from knowing about that place. Because once we really connect with that place and learn to live from that place more often, we will no longer be consumers. We will no longer be good customers. Because once we learn to live from that place, we won't desire materialism as much. I'm not saying we will be completely free of having nice things or wanting nice things. That's not the case. We will still want nice things and work towards having nice things. But those nice things, those material things, the latest fashion, the latest makeup, the latest whatever, the new iPhone, those new Jordans, all these things, will no longer be as appealing to us because we will be free. See, tapping into our higher consciousness, tapping into the I am that is within each of us will set us free. And we'll no longer be good consumers. We will awaken to the truth of the fact that we can create whatever reality we like and live from there, regardless of what we have. And that level of freedom, my brothers and sisters, is dangerous. It's dangerous. Yeah. That is where our power is. That is where we awaken to the truth of who we are. That is where we change the game. My time is almost up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,